The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
I think the Dodd-Frank Act has a number of features that helps the markets work better for the American public.
What are you, nuts? Today, they started to, they did pass the repeal, or they repealed, I should say, the Dodd-Frank bill, one of the worst bills ever. It was a fraud. It was a lie. It was to tell us that they're going to help us, the little people, save us money. Anytime a congressman told you they're going to save us money, you know that's not going to happen. Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. The market today, interesting, the market today was up over 100 points. And I said to my gang that it's going to turn negative by the end of the day, and it turned negative. This is interesting what happened. They've been now out charging that they're going to go ahead and raise rates next Wednesday. Raise rates next Wednesday? What are you, nuts? So everybody starts to believe the narrative that, well, the economy must be doing terrific. They're going to be raising rates. That means the dollar's going to go up. That means the yield's going to go up. That's a big sign the economy's doing terrific. They're raising rates. And the economy isn't doing terrific. Matter of fact, I could not believe what I heard this morning. This one cheerleader, if I could find it, we'll rack up the cut. It was unbelievable this morning. He was on Fox. And God, I mean, the cheerleading, I think it's, let me see if this racks up here.
If you look at the economic news, which nobody is other than on your show, if you look at the it's spectacular. I mean, more people are working. Unemployment claims are way down. Manufacturing's at 3-year highs. The U6 employment rate, the real unemployment rate, has gone down 1% since the beginning of the year, which is huge, and is now at a low last seen in 2007. And then you've got the wealth numbers this morning.
What is he, nuts? None of that is true. None of that is true. What's he talking about? The CPI, the PPI, they all came in lower. Housing stocks are lower. Factory orders and manufacturing down. What are you talking about? And he's talking about jobs? Jobs are terrible. 92% of the jobs we've been getting for 8 years, for every first Friday of the month, those are fake. 92% are fake. What's this guy talking about? The durable goods, one of the most important indicators, the big items that people buy, the appliances, TVs, they're not buying them. The durable goods orders are falling off a cliff, along with the factory orders, all plunging, telling you that the economy going forward is weak. The durable good is an indicator of how the economy is doing going forward, and it's weak. It's not strong. This is all cheerleading. So today, it drove the market up. It was amazing. Listen to this today. This morning, the whole idea this morning was to cheerlead this market.
In about 4.5 minutes, we'll open this market and we're going to go up.
All record highs. Look at this.
Look at that.
Record highs.
They will all be at record highs on Wall Street this Friday morning. How about that?
Amazing.
With this as the backdrop, they're talking impeachment. We've got to probably change of leadership in Britain, and we're going to have a new high on all those indicators. Don't you love it?
I said, wait a minute. I said, this is nuts. If you believe them, I said, this market is going to turn negative. And the S&P did turn negative, and the Dow did. Now it's back up positive a little bit. But they lost most of their gains. It's amazing. It's amazing. Look, the problem is, and nobody thinks about it, the real problem is our debt. Nobody thinks. Matter of fact, if you ask most people about debt, If you ask most people about what is a deficit, they don't even know what a deficit is. We are debt slaves. That's what we are. We're debt slaves. Are you kidding me? The amount of debt we have is incredible. But it wasn't by accident. It was by design. If they could keep the masses poor, the elitists controlled them. The same elitists, the Democrat elitists, the Republican elitists, who picked the candidates. They're going to be president. You and I don't pick the candidates to be president. Every summer, right, they have the conventions. You and I don't have anything to do with that. It's the establishment, the president, the establishment, the Democratic establishment, the Republican establishment. They decide who's going to be their candidate, and then they go to the other elitists, the 146 richest people in the country, and ask them to fund them. And that's how you become president. And then all the policies that are put in place is to make things better for them, and they want to make sure everybody else is poor. Because if they can make everybody else poor, they control them. They control the economy. Trump wanted to change that. He didn't want people to be debt slaves anymore. And the reason why they're going, all the things he is doing to try to take the debt down so people aren't debt slaves, the elitists, the establishment of the Republican Party are getting in his way and trying to stop him. Because they are so upset. Never in the history of this country would anybody be elected president unless they selected the person and funded him. Trump didn't need the funding. It was so unbelievable that they just couldn't believe it. That there was a president they didn't choose. They don't control. They got to stop him. They got to get him impeached. This is his own Republicans who are doing this. Remember, Obama lied about change. Remember, he said, we're going to have change. We want change. Well, change is high-paying jobs. That's what change is. High-pay, real jobs, real growth policies. He never put it in a real jobs policy. He never put in a real growth policy. He lied. Trump said he's going to make a change, and he did put in real growth policies. But now they're trying to stop him. He wants to take people out of debt so they're not debt slaves. Obama sold his soul in exchange for the support of the elitist establishment of the Democratic Party to buy his presidency for him. In return, his job as president to only look out for the interests of the establishment elitists, especially the fat cats on Wall Street, and to increase their wealth. That was his job. Hillary was supposed to take the torch and keep doing the same thing. Obama worked for the elitists, and he was the master of the debt slaves, and then the torch was supposed to be passed on to Hillary. It never happened. Trump comes in and says he's going to change that. And the Republican elitists had no choice. No choice. For the first time, the people elected Trump, not the Republican establishment. So their fear is they're losing control. And their control is to keep you poor. Do you think it's by accident that they gave you a house with no down payment? Think it was by accident they told you when you selected your mortgage, pick your own payment? You think when you went and buy a car, there's no down payment? You think that was all by accident? Of course not. That's all by design, to put you in debt. Why do you think there's no savings? You go open up a savings account in a bank, you don't even get a 0.25%. That's all by design, to make sure you can't. They want you to be discouraged. They don't want you to save. They want you to be in debt. Because, see, as long as the masses are in debt, the very wealthy get richer because they control everything. They control the legislation. They own the Congress. They control everything. They control us. They are our owners. This is unbelievable. We'll be back. Take a look at some stocks right after this break.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Are you a fan of Phil Grandy and the Phil's Gang radio show, but have never checked out philsgang.com? We can help. If you're not familiar with philsgang.com, We're offering a free trial live webinar on Wednesday, June 14th at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's right. Just go to philsgang.com on Wednesday, June 14th at 9:30 a.m. And we'll post a link on the Phil's Gang homepage for you to get access to the philsgang.com live stock market webinar. This is your opportunity to see, for free, the charting and investing skills of Phil Grandy that are designed to help you make more money in the stock market. You'll get a sneak peek at strategies and knowledge of stocks buying and shorting and when exactly to make those executions. Don't miss this opportunity. Remember, go to philsgang.com on Wednesday, June 14th at 9:30 a.m. to get free access to the philsgang.com live webinar. See you on the charts. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Hi, this is Ron from Washington State, and I subscribe to the Phil's Gang MV2, and I just wanted to let Phil know that right after the election, I made a $7,000 profit using the MV2 on Wells Fargo stock.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years, and very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I've been a long-time Phil subscriber, and I just want to recommend it to anybody out there. I think it's a wonderful tool and works very, very well.
Don't wait. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of Phil's Gang. I got a great opportunity for those people who are disgusted with the market, who don't have time to learn. What you do is follow me in the exchange-traded fund that I'm invested in. Every day you go to my site and you can see exactly what I am doing with my investment, and you can mimic me. Nobody else dares do that. Join the gang, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
With Father's Day just around the corner, this is a great opportunity to show Dad or the man in your life how much you really care about them with a philsgang.com membership. For only $39.95 a month, you can give Dad the gift that keeps giving throughout the year. With the Phil's Gang membership, you will be in tune and up to the minute with the stock market. You'll know when to buy and when to short stocks. You get Phil's and true and honest market analysis and commentary. Most of all, Dad will thank you for the profits he's making with Phil's Gang. So skip the flashy tie, the fancy razor, and the overpriced golf balls, and make it a special day for Dad every day of the year with a philsgang.com membership. Go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com to sign up or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
It took me a long time to be able to say Chandler has cancer, because that is such a scary word. When St. Jude finds something that works well with a certain cancer, they share that with everybody. And knowing that we don't have to pay for all of the medical expenses, that's huge. We just have to worry about helping Chandler, and he's just my heart.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Celebrating 18 years as the leader in investing and trading education.
Following your system has been fantastic.
Yeah, I really appreciate the work you do. You're really an inspiration.
I have learned so much.
You're really one of the best I've ever heard. I've been with you for about a month and a half now, and I'm already up 7%.
Financial education is, in many respects, the most important education you can get, and that's what they're getting from your show.
You guys have always been great on the service side.
I have so much more confidence in when I'm in my trading.
Phil, keep up the good work. I've been in this business for 45 years, and you are the best. And I've been following you, I guess, about 9 months right now, and you've just done a great job. Join the gang, and you'll never regret it.
If you're serious about securing your financial future, then contact philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264.
Phil Grandy here, Phil's Gang Radio Show. To all my listeners in San Francisco, I want to reach out and thank you all for listening on Business Radio KDOW, KDOW 1220 AM.
Welcome back. This segment of the Phil's Gang Show is brought to you by the MV Stock Charts. For more information, go to philsgang.com.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay. The market, as I said this morning, they took off, went up over 100 points because everyone is now talking about how they're going to, well, I'll tell you what started it. What really started it was the election in the UK. So the party that was in charge, or Theresa May, they're very worried. She's not the leader anymore. That could mean that it could be over for Brexit. But right now there's a lot of confusion. So what happened was the dollar, okay, and the U.S. dollar here in the U.S., or I'm saying the euro, I should say, just really took off. Plunged rather. Our dollar went up. Now the reason why I doubt so because she lost last night, and she is for Brexit, and the person who won is not for Brexit. So there was a great worry, and so the euro plunges and the dollar goes up. So today, using that, the folks at Wall Street said, then let's really make hay with this. Let's start talking about next week. We're definitely going to raise rates. Because when you raise rates, that's positive. That means the economy, they're saying the economy is going to do better. The yields go up on the 10-year Treasury, a signal going forward the economy is doing better. So what kicked it off this morning, as I said, was the euro collapsing because they're now worried that Theresa May is out. So that gave an opportunity to the planners to come in and manipulate our market the first thing in the morning, bringing people on like Varney and the rest of them to cheerlead and say how wonderful today's going to be. And sure, our dollar was up. And so now people decided, let's start buying stocks. So they started to buy the bank stocks. Remember, the bank stocks were down. The bank stocks were plunging. The bank stocks couldn't save their lives. Because why? Because the yields were down. Because everybody knows the economy is not good. So the bank stocks weren't leading the market up. So how they got the market to go up was to do stock buybacks. Because the banks weren't leading. You always want the banks to lead. So this gave an opportunity for the banks to turn around and start leading. And that's what they did today. All the bank stocks started to go up. I had my gang in the bank stocks a couple of days ago. We're making nice profits on them. So this whole narrative today was like this, everything reversed. The yield goes up. Interest rates goes up. They're saying now they're going to have no question about it. We're going to raise rates. And everybody starts jumping in and start buying stocks. So the people who are short, they start covering their position. And I said, no, this is not going to last. This is not, because nothing has changed. Just because we got a knee jerk from the UK that the euro collapsed, that pushes up our dollar, and because the dollar going up usually sends a signal that the economy is getting better, so they take this opportunity to tell people, oh, the economy is getting better, so we're going to raise rates. All a lie. Unbelievable. So the market did go up over 100 points, and then they gave it all back. So we have to see what's going to happen next Wednesday. The biggest, how are you going to have a good economy when you have tremendous debt? You can't. Here, listen, remember what he said on the way out here today? He goes,
if you look at the economic news, which nobody is other than on your show, if you look at the it's spectacular.
Spectacular. Let me read you some headlines today. Credit card defaults surge. Most since financial crisis. Bankruptcies by consumers. Business bankruptcies all jump the second quarter to suffer as wholesale inventories plunge. Well, of course not. Of course. The state of the U.S. consumer is worse now than it was during Lehman's collapse. Those sound like positive to you? He says they are. It's all hype. It's unbelievable. Let's take a look at some stocks today. If, in fact, let's say there is a raise, or let's say they hike the rates next week, here's what you have to do. You have to start shifting. What you do is shift out of your utility stocks. You start shorting those. I'll have my gang all set up doing this. And then you start shifting to the cyclical stocks like Ford, GM, Caterpillar, Honeywell. They're all going to go up. So utilities that were going up are now going to start going down. And the cyclicals like GM and Cat and Honeywell, Eaton, that were going down, all going to go up. So we're going to have this rotation. So you want to make sure you're positioned for that rotation if, in fact, they do raise rates. But if they raise rates, I think within a week the market's going to have a correction because the market can't handle a rate hike. The economy can't. You can't. When yields are going up, that means it's going to be more expensive for the government. That means they got to pay, when they pay their deficit, the interest on the national debt, it's going to cost more. It's going to cost more for car payments. It's going to cost more for your credit card. It's going to cost more for everything. People can't afford. Their wages aren't going up. Matter of fact, their jobs are cutting back to part-time. They're not getting any overtime. So by raising these interest rates, payments on everything are going to go up. Are you kidding? This could have another reaction a week later. So they may enjoy a bump, and you may see Ford and GM and Honeywell, the cyclicals go up, and you may see the utilities turn around and go down. But this is going to be short-lived. That's why you want to join my gang and follow me so I can maneuver you through these with my charting. Join my gang. Here's the number, 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-GANG. And get your free color-coded chart so you can follow me with my exchange-traded funds or individual stocks. Doesn't matter. But this is the way you should go. You just follow me, the exchange-traded funds that I'm in. Just do what I do. It works. It works perfectly. When I'm going to buy the oils, I'll tell you. Then you buy the oils, the exchange traded fund, and do exactly what I do. Here's the number, 877-600-GANG. Get your free color-coded chart, which is a $29.95 value.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Are you a fan of Phil Grandy and the Phil's Gang radio show, but have never checked out philsgang.com? We can help. If you're not familiar with philsgang.com, we're offering a free trial live webinar on Wednesday, June 14th at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's right. Just go to philsgang.com on Wednesday, June 14th at 9:30 a.m. And we'll post a link on the Phil's Gang homepage for you to get access to the philsgang.com live stock market webinar. This is your opportunity to see, for free, the charting and investing skills of Phil Grandy that are designed to help you make more money in the stock market. You'll get a sneak peek at strategies and knowledge of stocks buying and shorting and when exactly to make those executions. Don't miss this opportunity. Remember, go to philsgang.com on Wednesday, June 14th at 9:30 a.m. to get free access to the philsgang.com live webinar. See you on the charts. To many, the stock market is shrouded in mystery. When do I buy? What is the stop loss? Should I invest on earnings? Is it time to sell? At Phil's Gang, we want to clear the investing fog for you. We want to make you an educated, confident investor and ultimately a profitable investor. For over 15 years, Phil Grandy and the Phil's Gang team have been dedicated to teaching, guiding, and answering your investment questions. And with our new Phil's Gang website and customer support messaging system, we are available when you need us to answer your questions. philsgang.com can be accessed from your home, office, or any location where internet is available. Plus, you never miss a beat because all material is archived. From beginner to seasoned investor, Phil Grandy has been helping thousands of people learn about the stock market and producing smart investing strategies. Whether you're preparing for retirement or looking to secure your financial future, learn, invest, and profit with Phil's Gang. That's philsgang.com. For more information, call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of Phil's Gang. I got a great opportunity for those people who are disgusted with the market, who don't have time to learn. What you do is follow follow me in the exchange-traded fund that I'm invested in. Every day you go to my site and you can see exactly what I am doing with my investment, and you can mimic me. Nobody else dares do that. Join the gang, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
It took me a long time to be able to say Chandler has cancer, because that is such a scary word. St. Jude takes care of absolutely everything. And knowing that we don't have to pay for all of the medical expenses, that's huge.
St. Jude allowed me to focus on being a mom to Bryce. And sometimes I'm just in awe of the impact St. Jude has, not only on this community, but the world.
St. Jude is uniquely positioned to advance the cures of pediatric cancer, I think better than any other institution in the world. The contributions make a big difference.
Donors are important to us because you get the feeling that you have a team behind you. We have the resources and we have the focus. And so if St. Jude doesn't do it, who will?
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of Phil's Gang. I got a great opportunity for those people who are disgusted with the market, who don't have time to learn. What you do is follow me in the exchange-traded fund that I'm invested in. Every day you go to my site and you can see exactly what I am doing with my investment, and you can mimic me. Nobody else dares do that. Join the gang, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years. Very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I love the new MV charts on Phil's software, and I'm making profits using them.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I love your new MV1, making lots of profits.
I love the chart. You know, I'm limited with time. Real good as far as just looking at whatever ticker tells me right away.
I've always enjoyed Phil's straightforwardness and talk about what's really going on.
The new MV1 and MV2 charting software. I particularly like the pre- and post-market candlesticks.
You guys have always been great on the service side. I can't say enough about the service side.
Don't wait. Sign up for Phil's Gang today. Give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. This segment of the Phil's Gang Show is brought to you by the MV Stock Charts. For more information, go to philsgang.com.
Some stocks in America are turning into a bubble. The bubble's going to come, then it's going to collapse.
So when is this going to happen?
Later this year or next.
Later this year or next.
Yeah. Write it down.
That's Jim Rogers talking about the market's going to crash. But does that mean you stop buying stocks when they're manipulating the market? When they're engineering the market with stock buybacks? Of course not. We do sit back and fear, the market's going to crash, so I better not get in there and buy stock. No. Now, I designed the chart so you don't have to be fearful because it tells us when to get out. And I'm giving you that chart free to try it for 30 days. You just got to join the gang. Here's the number, 877-600-GANG. Everybody knows there's going to be a crash because the debt is killing us. The debt's killing us. You know, most people don't understand what debt is. And it's been designed to kill us, as I said earlier. The elitists, the establishment, both parties want us to be heavily in debt so they control us. People always say, well, who's this establishment you talk about? Who are they? Well, the establishment, the leaders. You're talking about the most powerful governors in this country. They want you to be poor. Leaders in Congress. You're talking about the Speaker, the majority leaders in both the RNC and DNC. The chairs. Matter of fact, the former RNC chair, Priebus, is now the president's chief of staff. You talk about the retired elitists in both parties, like Bob Dole, Bush Sr. You're talking about the 146 wealthiest people in the country who control 25 of the largest U.S. banks, the 6 media companies that control 86.2% of every TV station, magazine, and newspaper in this country. In other words, they control everything that we see and hear, especially the debt slaves. You're not free when you have debt. They also control the think tanks. These same 146 deep pockets, they control what they call the think tanks, the political think tanks, or as you know them as research institutes. They perform research, advocacy, concerning topics such as social policy, political, economic, military strategies. These are the same people who decide who's going to be the candidate of the party and if we're going to go to war or not. Trump was amazing, and they're so angry at him because he won without them. They can't control him. That means they can't control the economy. That means they can't control and make sure that you stay poor. Because once poor, they can control you because you got to have dependency on them. As I said earlier, easy credit for your homes, easy credit for your house, your student loans. Oh, you think that was not by design? Of course it was. And all these elitists want in return to putting these presidents in office is to make sure they come first. The president's job is to look out for the interests of the establishment, the elitists, especially the fat cats on Wall Street. Do you think that Obama gets $460,000 a speech, or Hillary gets $460,000 a speech from Wall Street because of what they're saying? What are you, nuts? They could get that for free. All they have to do is go back and get a tape from YouTube. He's saying the same thing in their speeches they're paying $400,000 for, he said, for free on YouTube. But they're so fearful, the elitists. They don't want to lose these debt slaves. We got to keep people in debt. Trump is going to create real job growth. He's pro-growth. That's his agenda. People say, well, Trump, but Obama too, no? He said he was, but he wasn't, because he worked for who? For the elitists. He left off. Do you understand the mess that he left us, Obama? These people yesterday are so outraged when I was watching these congressmen, these senators, and I was watching these representatives sitting there grilling the FBI director, which is the same thing as grilling our president. Do you understand what's important here, folks? I'd like to take those senators and strangle them. What are they focusing on that for? How about focusing on cleaning up our debt? Because it's our debt that's killing us. It's our debt. You can't find a good job. If our debt, you go to bed at night, you can't sleep, you can't meet your MasterCard, you don't know where you're going to get your money from. Why aren't they focusing on that? Do you really care about the FBI director? I don't. I'm sure you don't either. We have a retirement crisis. Are you kidding? Let's deal with that. But let's think about this. Today, the debt that we were left to clean up the national debt, so there's no more national debt. Because remember what a national debt does to you. When you have a national debt, we have to pay interest of $253 billion a year on that national debt. And when we pay the $253 billion, we even borrow that. We have nothing left to fix our crumbling roads, our bridges, our schools. We have nothing left for R&D. We have nothing to grow our economy because we just can barely pay our $253 billion a year. Because we're not cutting back entitlements. Our entitlements are nuts. So we're broke. We have no savings. So each president, think about this. If each president, since the first president, when he spent more than he took in tax revenues, and at the end of the year said, I'm going to send everybody a tax bill. Let's clean up. We spent more than we brought. We spent a lot more than we took in tax revenue. So our deficit is this. So I'm going to send a bill out to each person. We'll clean it up. Because if we don't, if we carry it into the next year, that means you're going to make less money. You're not going to get paid as much You're not going to get a raise. Food costs are going to go up. Everything's going to go up. This is not going to be good. If each president did that, and let's use today's dollars, instead of kicking the can down the road, instead of kicking their deficit down the road, so let's say the first president had a deficit, all he had to do in today's dollars was say to the people, go back to the first president, write a check for $3,200. And if you're a taxpayer, or let's get it from each person $150. That would have cleared up the first deficit of the first president. Today, if we said the same thing, let's clean up the national debt, which is an aggregate, all the deficits of all the presidents who kicked him down the road. The first president, let's say his deficit was $100,000. Well, he sent it to the next president, the next president, the next president. Now we're at the end, and now we owe the aggregate of all those deficits of all the 44 presidents comes to almost $20 trillion. We should never had that $20 trillion. So today, if the president said, let's clean up the national debt because we can't grow our economy, I don't care what I try to do. We're going to be in a deep depression down the road. We got to clean this killer up. So I want everybody to send to me, every taxpayer, a check for $175,000, or each person, each household, each person in your household, you got to send me a check for $58,000 each. But if they went back and they started to do this, the very first president, instead of $175,000, I'm using today's dollars, it would have been $3,200. Instead of $150 per person in the family, it would have been $58,000, and now it's $58,000. See where we've gone? Because and the worst president was Obama. In 1987, the national debt was only $5 trillion. Today, it's $19 trillion. $8 trillion was his. 8 of the $19 trillion. What got us into real trouble and put us behind the eight ball is the Obamacare. That killed us. So Trump has this big task ahead of him. And the politicians are trying to stop him because the last thing they want, the elitists, is to clean up the debt. They want us to remain poor. We'll be right back with some more stocks.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Are you a fan of Phil Grandy and the Phil's Gang radio show, but have never checked out philsgang.com? We can help. If you're not familiar with philsgang.com, we're offering a free trial live webinar on Wednesday, June 14th at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's right. Just go to philsgang.com on Wednesday, June 14th at 9:30 a.m. And we'll post a link on the Phil's Gang homepage for you to get access to the philsgang.com live stock market webinar. This is your opportunity to see, for free, the charting and investing skills of Phil Grandy that are designed to help you make more money in the stock market. You'll get a sneak peek at strategies and knowledge of stocks buying and shorting and when exactly to make those executions. Don't miss this opportunity. Remember, go to philsgang.com on Wednesday, June 14th at 9:30 a.m. to get free access to the philsgang.com live webinar. See you on the charts.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of Phil's Gang. I got a great opportunity for those people who are disgusted with the market, who don't have time to learn. What you do is follow me in the exchange-traded fund that I'm invested in. Every day you go to my site and you can see exactly what I am doing with my investment, and you can mimic me. Nobody else dares do that. Join the gang, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. We're offering the most powerful stock charts available on the market. The Max Vest 1000 charts. Now, the difference between these charts and all the other charts is this follows the money. Yes, it gives you a buy-sell signal. I know you're going to say, well, they all do. No, not true. The difference with the Max Vest is they follow the important money. The hedge funds, the biggest banks, the 401ks, the pension fund managers. That's the big difference. They're not following the emotion. That's what most charts do. They follow the money. That's what MaxVest does, follows the money. Check it out. Join my gang, philsgang.com. Oh, and the chart as low as $19.95 a month. For more information, just go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. We will see you on the charts.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264.
To be able to just get my son to St. Jude and not think about how we will pay for it, it just takes so much weight off of my family. St. Jude allowed me to focus on being a mom to Bryce. And sometimes I'm just in awe of the impact St. Jude has, not only on this community, but the world.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Celebrating 18 years as the leader in investing and trading education.
Following your system has been fantastic.
Yeah, I really appreciate the work you do. You're really an inspiration.
I have learned so much.
You're really one of the best I've ever heard. I've been with you for about a month and a half now, and I'm already up 7%.
Financial education is, in many respects, the most important education you can get, and that's what they're getting from your show.
You guys have always been great on the service side.
I have so much more confidence in when I'm in my trading.
Phil, keep up the good work. I've been in this business for 45 years, and you are the best. And I've been following you, I guess, about 9 months right now, and you've just done a great job. Join the gang, and you'll never regret it.
If you're serious about securing your financial future, then contact philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264.
Hi, Phil Grandy here. I want to reach out and thank all the listeners in the Boston area for listening to Phil's Gang Show on AM 1260, The Buzz.
Welcome back. This segment of the Phil's Gang Show is brought to you by the MV Stock Charts. For more information, go to philsgang.com.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay, next week you can follow me. Okay, if the interest rate is going to go up, which is unbelievable to even think of it with the economy. But if it is, let's make money. So that means, now we already started. I already told my gang a few days ago, like for example, if you go look at Morgan Stanley, okay, since the chart turned green on Morgan Stanley, that stock is up almost 7%. Goldman Sachs 5%, JP Morgan 6%. That's because we're following it on our charts. But here's what's better than that. We don't have to worry when it's going to come back down. It'll turn red for us in advance. Not 100% of the time. Not saying it's 100% of the time. But most of the time it does. It gives you that warning. That's what the value is. So next week, I'm going to be able to line my gang up where they're able to get into the oil stocks that have been beaten to death. So as they start turning to green, where we see enough money's coming in, we'll start buying the best oil stocks. If they don't turn green, we don't buy them. The other ones, of course, and remember, why is oil going up now? Why will it go up? Because by saying they're going to raise rates, they're lying to people and saying the economy's doing better. And if the economy's doing better, the economy needs oil. Oil's in everything from lipstick to plastic to whatever. So that's why oil's starting to move up. Also, retail's going to start moving up. Retail's gotten killed, but that means the economy. This is why they do this. They raise the rate to lie to you to say the economy's doing good. And all it does is hurt people. But that's okay. Let's make money. Let's make money. So next week, it could be an exciting week. If they raise rates, we're going to be in the right oil. We're going to be shorting the utilities, like Duke. And we're going to also be retail. That's right. Retail is going to go up. Oil is going to go up, and also energy is going to go up, and utilities are going to go down. So we're going to have, we'll be able to pick out each one of the best stocks in that group. I'll watch it on my chart, and then you follow me. So here's the number, 877-600-GANG. Join the gang and get your free color chart while they last until I shut this thing down, 877-600-GANG, or go to my site, philsgang.com, and get the promo code. This is free MV2, so you can do it online if you want, okay? All right. So we got some great stocks. And now the market, this is funny, the market went all the way up to 100 points. Then she came all the way back down negative. Now she's back up to 73. It's all over the place because they're trying to manipulate it. And that's why you want charting, and that's how you make money. Let them manipulate it. What do we care? What do we care? Look, we talk about the debt, and nobody grabs that. Nobody understands the debt and what it does to us. And this year they're going to be spending, Obama left it with $600 billion. That's a deficit. Now that's going to be added again to the national debt. And all these other presidents since the first president did the same thing. They just kicked the can down the road. So we're at the end of the road with 19 trillion. If we add all the deficits up from all of the 44 presidents, $20 trillion. How are you going to grow an economy? You can't grow an economy fast enough. So the geniuses at Goldman Sachs are telling their president, here's what we'll do. Obama is spending $600 billion more a year than he takes in. You spend $1.5 trillion more than you take in. That means we'll build our military defense, we'll build all the infrastructure, we'll get people back to work, and our economy will be growing so fast. It's a lie. It's not going to happen. You can't, because the problem is we're going to be printing the money. We're going to have to borrow that money. And when you're, right now, the economy is growing so slow, with the debt accelerating so fast, and now they're saying they're going to double it. The inflation is killing you, and it will lower that dollar, which is terrible for the economy. And a weak dollar means a weak economy. And that's why I keep telling you, for gold today that pulled back because of this nonsense they did, don't worry. The dollar is going to get killed. This was a knee-jerk reaction today. Even if they raise rates next week, 3 days later, 5 days later, it'll all unwind. And everybody will say, wow, what a mistake, we raised rates. How can you raise rates when bankruptcies are up, business bankruptcies, consumer bankruptcies, credit card defaults are up? Are you kidding me? Wholesale inventories are plunging. It's unbelievable. Thank God that we have charts. U.S. Steel is another one. U.S. Steel, we'll put that on our chart. Wait till that starts turning green. We got some great, exciting stock opportunity. Forget these 401ks. The expenses will kill you. The expenses will kill you alone. Refiners. Wait till you see if this is true, they raise rates. Watch the refiners start going up. Because now they say, well, the economy's so good, we're going to take all this oil, start refining it. We better get refining it. They're going to need more lipstick, more plastic bags, the oils and everything. Let's start refining the oil. So we'll be in the right refineries. We'll pick the best stock for you. This is for people who are so busy they don't have time to do anything. If you want to be really active, I think we have the best online education program and how to do individual stocks than anybody else in the country. So here's the number, 877-600-GANG. Get your free chart right now. All right, I'm running out of time, and I got to say this. I'll talk more about the Dodd-Frank rollback next week. That was the best thing. We were lied to. We were totally lied to by Barney Frank. Oh, that's a surprise. And Dodd, the two biggest crooks, they got more paybacks than kickbacks and payoffs than anybody else in Congress. But I'll talk about that. Thank God that thing rolled back. That killed our community banks, which killed our small businesses. The community banks is where our small business go to borrow, and they wanted to make sure our small business couldn't borrow. So that's why they did this Dodd-Frank bill, and it killed the community banks. And Dodd and Frank, and even now Bernanke, guess what? They're all sitting on boards of banks that killed the community banks. They did this so the community banks, the big banks wouldn't have to buy the community banks. They just had to sit back, put all these regulations in, let the community banks get killed, and they picked them up. Pennies on the dollar instead of buying them. That's what it was all about. And now Dodd and Barney Frank and Bernanke sit on these bank boards. But I got to say this, the Paris Agreement was the best thing that the president ever did. Forget this green stuff. What are you, nuts? This green stuff's been around for never mind the ice melting. Here's what you got to worry about. We're broke in this country because of the debt. The Paris Agreement would have negatively affected the lower-income American families. The politicians always talk about how they're going to help the lower-income American families. Obama, I was going to be the warrior for low-income American families. No, he was going to kill the very people that he says he's taking care of with the peace agreement. Fortunately for us, our president, Trump, thank God for Trump, no longer are we going to be beholden to Paris anymore. So if this went through, do you know what would have happened? Every hardworking American household, do you know what it would cost them for lighting, for heating, for their homes? All would have went up. All would have went up. Food, clothes, books, everything, costs would have went up. So they don't want to see this iceberg melt where it's so cold. Nobody goes there. The moose go to Holiday Inn, I think, during the winter, don't they? Jerry, you told me you saw the moose go to the Holiday Inn in Antarctica. That's where they stay in the winter. Are you nuts? So, and then the regulations they were putting in on this Paris Agreement would have increased prices, harmed our economy. Our economy's doing so bad now, it would have harmed it even worse. It would have saddled all the producers with all these regulations, and that increased the cost of doing business. And these costs, remember, are passed on to you and me. Thank God he didn't do this Paris Agreement. Let me tell you, 100 million years from now, this ice will still be there. But all I know, while we're living on this earth a very tiny, tiny, tiny short time, let's try to make our lives a little more comfortable. Let's not increase the price of food, the price of clothes, the price of books, the price of car payments. And that's what they're going to do next week by raising rates, which is stupid. But if they do, we'll take advantage of stupidity and make money, and we'll be in the right stocks. So join my gang, 877-600 gang. I'll be in the right stock, and you follow me. You put your money in the same stock I'm in. How's that? All right. 877-600 gang. Call now. Get your free chart, which is $29.95 normally.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.